Man, I had such a blast doing this video. Man, this episode was good, y'all. This episode was really good, and I really enjoyed it. Um, and I really enjoyed just hearing from you all. Your likes. What's your favorite part of the show? What's your favorite part of this episode for you all? Do you like this episode? What could have made it better? Um, and I just want to hear from you all in the comment section. Because that lets me know how you all are thinking. So that we can, really start to grow. And that goes along with sharing the video out to your friends and family who live, breathe, and love anime, and dramas just as much as I do. I want to hear from everybody. What do you want me to watch? What did you like about this episode? What didn't you like about this episode? What did you like about this show? What didn't you like? What characters you hate? I want to know it all. All right? I want to know it all. And as we move into this new year, I want to grow and maintain growth on this channel. The only way to do that is from the constant support from you guys. I really appreciate it because we are now almost at 80 subscribers, and I want to reach 100 by March. I want to reach 100 subscribers by March, and that starts with just the little things like me putting out content that y'all support and want to see more of, and anime y'all want to talk about. So let's get it. But it is just a friendly reminder at the beginning of the video to like that big red box that says subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload, and to share this video out with your friends and family. I'm Juju the Gamer. I hope you enjoy this upcoming reaction. I'm signing out. See you next time on the next video. Woo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Juju the Gamer here, aka your favorite gamer. And as of me recording this video, this intro, Attack on Titan, is delayed for a week, and this is just to hold you guys over. So cold case, I found out that Attack on Titan was delayed, as I mentioned. So today's video is going to be for the people, my anime brethren and sistren who love to see somebody catch hands, feet, or get whooped with a shadow, catch a beam to the face. These are for my people that love action. These are for my people that love to see somebody get beat up, rewatch the fight scene and be like, dang, did he just do that? Like, yeah, this is for y'all. All right. This is for those of us who love a good fight scene, just non-stop action. Powers get more ridiculous, enemies get more ridiculous, and in the in-between times of the filler, we get to see ships, we get to see comedy, we get to see drama from the overarching story, and we get to see, just the characters being themselves in their downtime. That's right, we're talking about action anime, aka shonen. This is going to be my top 5 shonen, or top 5. I'm probably just going to put action. So top 5 action anime to me, not to y'all, not to anime Twitter, not to anime Instagram, to me. And I basically have 2 main criteria. Is the overarching plot memorable / serviceable to the action surrounding it? That means, is the plot interesting enough for us to keep watching while we watch people get their heads knocked off? 2, are the fights done well? Are the fights done well? Are they memorable? Do they have a lasting memory that will make us talk to our friend and be like, yo, you gotta watch this. This is what happened. This part of this episode is nuts. Go watch it. Like how everybody went crazy over that Demon Slayer scene in episode 11, where the animation was just mwah, and then then what was it? The spider scene with Nezuko and Tanjiro? It might have been that. It might have been it, where it was trending like worldwide for at least 2 days. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, like I being said, we're debuting a new intro. Let me know what you think about it. Once again, I created this intro myself. I do not own any of the images or likeliness that I used. So please do not copyright me. I can't afford it, man. Oh, it's a pandemic outside. Hit the music. I will meet you guys to discuss the very first of my top 5. And these are not in order. My top 5 action anime. Let's get it. So, the very first one that we're going to be talking about for my top 5 action anime will be the OG Dragon Ball Z. Now, if you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is and you've been watching anime for a long time now, you've probably been living under a rock at this point. If you don't know what this anime is, this anime was probably the starter anime for, I don't know, kids from, let's see, the dub came out in the 90s. Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball, not GT, Dragon Ball Z. So I believe the original dub, when Funimation was still kind of starting off, because it really didn't pop until Dragon Ball. So it didn't really pop off till then. I want to say it came out in like early to mid 90s, Dragon Ball. So Dragon Ball Z, the dub, and that's what I grew up on. Like, I would literally come home from school and watch either Dragon Ball Z or SpongeBob. That was it. Those were the two main cartoons, or two main shows that I could literally say just about everybody has watched. Even if you haven't watched it, you know of it. This is how popular Dragon Ball is. It still is to this day, and it's still one of my favorite anime to this day. But just in case some of you don't know what Dragon Ball Z is about, or the synopsis of it, because this is before all the God mumbo jumbo. This is before all of it. All right, so I'm getting this directly from My Anime List. If you want to know where I'm getting these synopsis from in this video, that's where I'm getting it from. So this is 5 years after winning the World's Martial Arts Tournament, Goku is now living a peaceful life with his wife and son. This changes, however, with the arrival of a mysterious enemy named Raditz, who presents himself as Goku's long-lost brother. He reveals that Goku is a warrior from the once powerful but now virtually extinct Saiyan race, whose homeworld was completely annihilated by Frieza. When he was sent to Earth as a baby, Goku's sole purpose was to conquer and destroy the planet. But after suffering amnesia from a head injury, his violent and savage nature changed, and instead was raised as a kind and well-mannered boy now fighting to protect others. So, everybody's favorite hero was basically sent to destroy the planet. And as we all know by now, that did not happen. So, outside of I'm not talking about Kai. I'm not talking about, this is not Kai. Kai, to me, was good. I liked it. I enjoyed the updated graphics, if you will. The original music was a nice touch, and the original Japanese soundtrack that they used in Japan, I thought that was a that was a nice little touch. What I didn't like was the dub, because I was so used to, let's just say for instance, Frieza and Gohan, for that matter, Kid Gohan. I was so used to their voices sounding a certain way that when Kai came out, I did not like it whatsoever. That their voices changed, that their voice actors changed, and I kind of didn't like it. But now it's like I realized that because they were kind of just starting off at Funimation, they weren't really trained in voice acting like that. They didn't know the ins and out of the industry. So when they redid Dragon Ball, I mean when Dragon Ball Z Kai came out, they knew more about the series. So they were able to do a much more professional and refined job. Now, I have so many favorite moments from Dragon Ball Z that I could just list off. Let's start off with, okay, the story. There's some, that glitter. What's my mom doing down here? Like there are two key moments that I will. There are two arcs really that I will ask any anime fan to watch if they enjoy action. The Frieza arc, not the Ginyu part of it. When Frieza actually joins in the fray, when he starts fighting Gohan, Piccolo, Krillin, and Vegeta. When Frieza starts coming into the scene on Namek, start there. Because then we learn like a lot of the backstory, like how he destroyed the planet Vegeta. We saw a different side of Vegeta there, because at this point we know that he's arrogant and he's very prideful. But when he realized that Goku was able to be strong enough to defeat Frieza or have a chance, even though he was kind of dying, he started crying. He was like, he's the last warrior of our race left to avenge us. And then we go on to Cell. These are like just two of my favorite arcs within the show, and how we saw the characters grow. Goku turned into a Super Saiyan is a top 3 moment in anime. Like that moment right there is probably in the upper top 5 of everybody's favorite anime moment. Gohan turning Super Saiyan 2 is also up there, because at this point we realize that Gohan, who is a pacifist, he doesn't like fighting like that, but he will fight to protect those he loves. And this moment was so beautiful that Android 16, who is now virtually a talking head, was talking to Gohan like, if you want to save this planet, if you don't want Cell to destroy it, let your inhibitions go. Let them go. Release it all. And just see Gohan turn into Super Saiyan 2, along with I believe his name is Bruce Falconer, along with his music, was just amazing. I could just watch those scenes to this day. The action in Dragon Ball Z is phenomenal. I think it's probably some of the best in the series. As far as action go, like the choreography, that kind of stuff. I will say the sequel, Dragon Ball Super, the animation wise, started off probably worse than Dragon Ball Z. The original, not Kai. Kai had really good animation. But Dragon Ball Super started off terrible. But I would say once it got going for Dragon Ball Super, once the animation knew what they were doing, we saw a vast improvement. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super will always have a special place in my heart, because it was one of the very first anime I ever watched, and I love to see people get their heads, people fight. People actually died in this show, even though death in this show is kind of meaningless, because if you haven't died before, you can get wished back, and then if you already have died before, they can go to Namek and revive you. But in the beginning we learned that in the show that death actually meant something. Now, as it got later on, we learned that it did not whatsoever. But like I said earlier, this show will always have a special place in my heart. And I will probably continue watching Dragon Ball until I'm old and gray. So with that being said, that's Dragon Ball. That's some of my favorite moments from that anime. But let's go to the next one. All right, as you can see from that opening clip, the next anime we're going to be talking about the one with the best fashion, some of the best fight scenes, one of the best villains in all of anime, Bleach. Now, Bleach is another favorite of mine. We will get exactly why in a minute, but here's a synopsis of Bleach. Like I said, from my anime list, this is where I'm getting all the information from. Ichigo Kurosaki is an ordinary high schooler who can kind of see ghosts until his family is attacked by a Hollow, a corrupt spirit that seeks to devour human souls. It is then that he meets a soul reaper named Rukia Kuchiki, who gets injured while protecting Ichigo's family from the assailant. To save his family, Ichigo accepts Rukia's offer of taking her powers and becomes a soul reaper as a result. See? Short and sweet. The reason why I really like this show because Ichigo, the main character, is such a relatable character. He mostly he's a protector. Like he literally only became a soul reaper because he wanted to protect his family and have the power and strength to do so. Other than that, he just wants to be left alone or just hang out with his friends. Maybe run the streets with Chad, go deliver some fades out to some gangs, but then kick back with his friends. But Ichigo is a really relatable character. And while he starts off, it's unruly, it's kind of a bit wilder. As the series goes on, as he gets stronger, he learns that his strength comes from his want and desire to protect people that he cares about. And what I mean by that is, if you ever seen the second fight between him and Ulquiorra, Ichigo lost the first time handily. Hell, he lost the second time. The second time he died. like the second time he straight up died. And I don't know if it was his subconscious or his spirit that just or it probably was his subconscious, because he literally came back from the dead with Orihime's, with her crying out for him to get back up with the hole in his chest at this point, and just starts in full hollowed out form, just starts beating the absolute shit out of Ulquiorra. Probably one of my favorite scenes in Bleach, outside of outside of the first Bankai scene when he faced Byakuya. Man, Bleach had some really amazing moments. Let's see. Oh my god, Aizen. Oh man. Like there's a specific list of anime villains that just enthralled and got so many fans just off the strength of being, yes, I'm evil. Yes, I'm probably going to kill a couple people. Yes, I'm so powerful. There's nothing you can do to stop me, and I'm arrogant as hell about it. And I'm gonna let you know that you're weak as hell. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what Aizen was. Like Aizen, Frieza, Madara are probably the top three. Probably one of the top three best villains ever in terms of anime. Literally ever. Man, this dude Aizen was so cold. He did something that nobody thought was possible. You know how when the main character gets his power, and then he starts charging at the villain of the arc, and they got the the theme, the soundtrack, the theme music right behind them going full blast. The main character's about to do something. Aizen stopped that. like I like when Ichigo swung at Aizen, bro. Aizen caught his sword with three fingers and completely just shut off the music. And then proceeded to whoop Ichigo's ass. But no, Aizen's probably one of my favorite villains of all time. That dude, man, he was just amazing. And he was also virtually unbeatable until he fully absorbed the Hokyoku. Is that the correct pronunciation of that? And then Ichigo had to spend a couple days in the hyperbolic time chamber, or Bleach's version of it, to come out on top, come out with enough strength to beat Aizen. But yeah, Aizen's power was so ridiculous. That's another reason why I love this show. Bleach, like everybody has a katana or different size weapon of sorts. But everybody has a different Bankai, and these Bankais are all the spirits of the sword and your own spirit, kind of like mix. I know I'm explaining this badly, but it was just like they're drawing the power from within, because the power has been in them all along. It's just brought out to the forefront, and because every person is different, everybody's power is different. So like Ichigo's is just hollow, and I almost just said a spoiler. I don't think the final arc is out yet, but Ichigo just like his hollow. Byakuya had like 1,000 swords, where it was scattered into like a bunch of cherry blossoms, just start slicing you up all over the place. Yoruichi, one of the baddest anime women of all time. Hers was like super speed, like ninjutsu almost, or taijutsu rather. One of them was a talking bear. like every person's power was different, and because every person is different. And Aizen's had the power to manipulate and hypnotize people. Yeah, that dude was never going to be beaten. And I'm convinced that anime writers do this. They make the villains so powerful, they have to literally construct illogical ways in order for them to be beat. And that's what happened. And that's basically what happened with Aizen. But Bleach is, like I said, Bleach is one of my all-time favorites. And I'm super excited for this next arc. I'm probably going to be reacting to it when it drops. I'm just waiting on the day at this point. I really am. I really am. But with that being said, let's jump over to the next anime we're going to be discussing. All right. As you can see from this clip, it's probably one of my all-time favorite sports. No, this and Haikyuu are probably neck and neck on my list of all-time favorite sport genres. Okay, and because this is a sport where people get knocked out, we have no choice but to put this on the action list. All right. So, what we're going to be talking about is Hajime no Ippo, or aka Ippo's Fighting Spirit. I put this on the list not just because I actually like boxing, but from the manga to the anime, you can tell, just like in the clips, you can tell the passion and dedication to the sport that the directors and the manga could put together in order to create this masterpiece. Like this manga is so deep. I think it's been running 20, 30 years now. It's been a long time. But this man, the manga itself is so dedicated. Like you're seeing techniques from world-class boxers like Tommy Hearns, Mike Tyson. Like you're seeing the techniques like the what's it called? The flicker jabs to overhand rights to devastating hooks. Like you're getting it all, from the training to the actual boxing, to the journalists that surround boxing, to the doctors that also surround boxing. Like it's just everything that involves boxing, and it is really, really well done. Like I said, it's probably one of my favorite anime of all time, and I think I might have jumped the gun because I started explaining why I enjoy this so much that I forgot the synopsis. But this is the synopsis of Hajime no Ippo. Makunouchi Ippo has been bullied his entire life, constantly running errands and being beaten up by his classmates. Ippo has always dreamed of changing himself, but never has the passion to act upon it. One day, in the midst of yet another bullying, Ippo is saved by Takamura Mamoru, who happens to be a boxer. Ippo fades from his injuries and is brought to the Kamigawa boxing gym to recover. As he regains consciousness, he is awed and amazed at his new surroundings in the gym, though lacks confidence to attempt anything. Takamura places a photo of Ippo's classmate punching on a... I can't read today. Takamura places a photo of Ippo's classmates on a punching bag and forces him to punch it. It is only then that Ippo feels something stir up inside him and eventually asks Takamura to train him in boxing. Thinking that Ippo does not have what it takes, Takamura gives him a task deemed impossible and gives him a 1-week time limit. With a sudden desire to get stronger for himself and his hardworking mother, Ippo trains relentlessly to accomplish the task within the time limit. Thus, Ippo's journey to the top of the boxing world begins. And so, like I was saying earlier, this show shows you everything, like from the different gyms to the different fighters that have all their trainers, to their different techniques, how to counter it, from the film, and because Ippo is such a new fighter, as you know in the synopsis, he's such a new fighter. It's literally taking you there step by step by step by step by step. And so what I mean by that is, we're not starting off with somebody that already knows boxing. So he has to learn boxing. Like, he has to learn how to throw a punch. He has to learn how to throw combinations. He has to learn how to block. He has to learn how to condition himself. He has to do all these different things to even get the opportunity to test, even get the opportunity to get his boxing license. Okay? And then once he gets his boxing license, he's then put into the amateur division, which happens. He's put into the world of amateurs. And then after that, he gets into the tournament. This all happens before he becomes a pro fighter. Okay? And so then he's put into a pro tournament with all the newbies, with all the people that got their boxing license, and they have a huge tournament. And they said whoever comes out on top, has one of the first chances to fight the champ of their division. So it's been 3 seasons now? I think they just got a 4th, or they announced the 4th. But because the manga is so far ahead, like, it is so far ahead, I don't know if it'll ever catch up. I really don't know if it'll ever catch up. But if you enjoy sports, and if you enjoy like combat sports like MMA, boxing, wrestling, I encourage you to watch Hajime no Ippo. It is really well done. You can tell that there was a lot of passion put into the craft of creating this world, and it's just all about boxing. It's a really good anime, and it's, like I said earlier, it's like 1A on my sports anime. Like it's right up there. Haikyuu is another one that's really well done, in the same vein of, the passion, the amount of dedication that was taken into, teaching people that don't know a thing about volleyball, making them actually care about the sport a little bit. But like I said, Hajime no Ippo is a wonderful anime for just if you're looking for something fun to watch, lengthy, because this thing has 3 seasons and the first one is like 70 of them things. But Hajime, like I said, Hajime no Ippo is a wonderful anime. It's a wonderful action anime. I really enjoyed it. That's why it's on this list to begin with. Let's jump into the next one, shall we?